Are you looking for a 55 and over community in the Tucson area and you like the idea of a community that's more focused on beauty, art, and the idea of lifelong learning? Well, you might want to stick around for today's video because I have a special community to show you in the Vail area. Let's get to it. If you're new to this channel and want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then be sure to click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Dustin Smith. My wife Jennifer and I have helped hundreds of people just like you move to and from Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, or 12 months, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can be sure to help you make that smooth move to Tucson. If you haven't guessed it already, I'm out here in Academy Village in the Vail area. Now, if you're setting yourself up on a zip code search for the Vail area, this may not pop up. The main zip code for Vail is 85641, but this just happens to fall in an area that's 85747. But you know, most people that are from the area are going to tell you that they live out in the Vail area, unless you know where Tucson is and you have no idea where Vail is at, which happens a lot of times. If I'm traveling out of the state, someone asks me where I'm from, I typically just tell them Tucson, even though I grew up out in the Vail area. So we're also across the street from the new Rocking K development. So we're actually on the north side of Old Spanish Trail over here, a little bit closer to the Rincon Mountains. Definitely gorgeous views in here throughout the community. We're 10 minutes away from the Del Lago Golf Course, nice Safeway grocery store. There's a Rincon Country store down the road too. So there's, a few things out here for it kind of being more of a rural type feeling, nice and open out here as opposed to the city. Overall just, beautiful area. I definitely loved growing up out here, and a lot of people that move out here are moving out here because of the beauty, and it's a few degrees cooler than Tucson, or at least a couple degrees cooler than the Tucson area. And in the summer, that's gonna help quite a bit too. So Academy Village is just a little bit different than other 55 and over communities. Well, I mean, every 55 and over community, every community in general is gonna be a little bit different, but Academy Village does stand apart. So as the name would imply, Academy Village has more of a focus on lifelong learning here. So if you're over the age of 60 as a resident, you're gonna have to be part of the Arizona Senior Academy. So that's not really an option. So every person that's in the home over the age of 60 is gonna pay about $75 a month. And that gives you access to lectures, you have musical events, you have the Arizona History Library. So definitely there's something going on with that all the time. In fact, people will come from outside of the community to kind of enjoy some of those events within the community. So if you like something like that, it's taking place right here within Academy Village over in their rec center. They have a special building set aside for that. And speaking of the rec center, they do have some fantastic amenities. Now, I mentioned you've got walking trails throughout the community, but the rec center itself does have a huge lap pool, has a spa. You've got the tennis ball and pickleball courts. You've got a fitness room, and you actually do have like fitness classes that go on periodically too. You have a cafe in here too. So, great place to go enjoy a meal or other community events where they're able to actually, cater to the community that way as well. So, definitely something that they keep top notch. And speaking of, the rec center and the homeowners association, the HOA fee in here is about $245 per household. And of course, speaking of, the extra costs associated, you have your Arizona Seniors Academy, your regular HOA fee, and to a buyer, when you're purchasing a home, there is a 1% community enhancement fee that will, come along with the purchase of your home. So when you're shopping for a home within the community, take that in mind. That's going to be, above and beyond the price of the home. So in the last 6 months, there's been 7 homes in the community that have sold. And those are going to range in price from $360,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,314 square foot, up to $599,000 for a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,264 square foot. And the median sales price in the community is $450,000. So currently there's 13 homes for sale within the community, and those are gonna range in price from $365,000 for 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,443 square foot, up to $650,000 for a 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom home, 2,264 square foot. So now that you have at least a little bit of understanding of the community and kind of what housing is doing within the community, let's go check out a few homes. All right, so the first home I wanted to talk to you guys about today is actually one of the townhomes over here in Academy Village off of Vivaldi. So this townhome is currently the lowest priced home in Academy Village, coming in at $364,999. So right there at $365,000, less $1. This is brought to you by Next Home Complete Realty. Great listing by these guys. And you know, a lot of these homes are facing off to the east, which should capture some mountain views, but some of them are actually, you know, sitting a little bit lower than all the brush behind them. So, you know, I've shown homes over here where, you know, they're facing off to the east and they seem like they're situated perfect, but they really don't capture mountain views. And that's not the case with this one. So at 365, you're capturing the mountains. So this is the 1,443 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom home. You know, definitely beautiful home, built in 2002, but it has since been updated. And since there are 4 homes right here, this being a townhome right here, it's actually going to be the one in the furthest corner. Hard to get from the street side, but I did get a little clip or picture of that for you guys too. So getting a little bit idea. And then of course, all around the homes right here, walk over this way a little bit for you guys. You know, this unit is sitting higher than the neighbors as the street kind of goes downhill over this direction, and you can see the spacing right here. So you have that extra space on this side of the home, and then Rincon Peak, you know, straight off to the east behind the home. So, you know, beautiful backyard sitting right here. So I've got a couple more homes to show you. Definitely a wide range of just beauty and quality within Academy Village. So let's go check out the next one. All right, second example of what's currently for sale out in Academy Village, or maybe not current by the time you watch this video, but you know, should still be relevant to give you the feel for Academy Village. This home behind me, 2,192 square foot. It's a 2 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. It has a 6 kilowatt solar array on top of the roof, which helps keep really low electric bills for the home. Now, the guest suite on this one does have its own private entrance. So if your guests need a little bit extra privacy, or you need privacy from your guests, this one is going to give you that. The home was built in 2003, so it does have mature landscaping, and it's just overall beautiful kept. You can actually kind of see right over the top of the home, Rincon Peak right there, absolutely beautiful. And then all that direction, you've got the Mount Micah, another section of the Rincon Mountains over there, which is actually a lot closer. And Mount Micah is going to sit up just a little bit taller than Rincon Peak too, but Rincon is like, you know, so steep it actually looks taller. So I mean, they're perfectly situated to really, you know, capture some of those mountain views. Now this one is actually a single family home as opposed to the townhomes, but it's the same kind of quad setup. So if you can see, I'll go right across to the neighbors across the driveway right here. You can see 2 separate garages right there, 2-car garages for each one. Those are actually going to be for different units on the property. So this one actually doesn't look like they built the 3rd home here, or the 4th home, sorry. You've got 2 homes over on this side. And the wall joining the 2 homes is actually just between the garage. So they're, you know, separated but close. And then the 3rd home over here, and that would normally be connected to another house right here. But that kind of happens some areas of Academy Village. Some people buy the lot and hold on to it, develop it at a later time, or just sell it with their land. So got one more example to show you guys what's going on in Academy Village. Let's go see what the high end of what is for sale looks like. All right, so down this long driveway behind me, what's gonna be on your left, your right, your right here, is actually currently the highest price listing in Academy Village. So this home is 2,264 square foot, built in 2019. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom home. and it's sitting on 0.4 acres. So it's actually 2 lots merged together. So you have a ton of space right here. You've got no immediate rear neighbors behind you, and you have a huge L-shaped patio right there to really just sit in your backyard, have privacy, and enjoy those mountain views. Now, this did win the TAR home tour, I believe just last year. So, I mean, it is gorgeous inside. You get the porcelain wood tiles. It being built in 2019 basically looks like it's never been lived in. Absolutely, you know, stunning right there. And that kind of really lines up with what the highest selling home in the last 6 months was. So it was the same floor plan that sold already. I don't know if they had, you know, this, you know, gorgeous like mountain view set up behind them like this one does. But yeah, definitely, you know, I mentioned every home today has had mountain views, but this one has the best. It doesn't have anybody standing between you and that full range of mountains. So you get to enjoy your wildlife, get to enjoy your views, your privacy. I mean, they built that rock wall all around it. They're, you know, starting to get in some, I believe some citrus trees over on the side right there. Overall, just, you know, really, really well done right there. And I understand, you know, why it's priced the way that it is. So, you know, good job. That's listed by Omni Homes International. Great job on that listing, guys. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you liked it or found it useful. If you did like it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications. And we'll be sure to keep you updated on the current market in Tucson, Arizona. And if you or someone you know is thinking about moving to or from Tucson, make sure to give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can get in touch and help you with that home search in Tucson. So again, thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.